Atlanta News First Plus starts now.
The execution date for a Georgia man convicted of killing 2 real estate agents has been set. Thank you for joining us here at the First Alert Desk on Atlanta News First Plus. I'm Maria Moreau. 52-year-old Stacey Humphreys is scheduled to be put to death at 7 p.m. on December 17th. That's according to the Department of Corrections. He was sentenced to death for malice murder after he shot and killed 33-year-old Cindy Williams and 21-year-old Lori Brown. That happened back in 2003 in Powder Springs. Humphreys would be the first person executed in Georgia this year. We are going to stay on top of this story and bring you the latest details as they develop. Now, I do want to move on to this other story that we reported to you, the unfortunate death of a TikTok star from the Peachtree State. Marquis Collins, known to millions as Marquis the Goat, died last week. He was found unresponsive after experiencing breathing difficulties. His family says there will be a visitation on Saturday in his hometown of Columbus, with the funeral planned for Sunday. Now, Collins was just 24 years old, a tragic loss of life. If you are wanting to support the family at this time, again, Saturday is going to be the day to do so in Columbus. We have more information for you on our website at atlantanewsfirst.com. And the big story we're following involving Atlanta Public Schools, approval of plans to close several schools. 16 schools were on the list to be repurposed, and at least 6 of them are now going to be shut down. Now, the schools that are set to close by spring of 2027 are Cleveland, Continental Colony, Dunbar, F.L. Stanton, Jackson Primary, and Peyton Forest. All of them have pre-K through 5th grade elementary school students. Atlanta News First Mary Kate Hamilton went to Dunbar Elementary School with the community's reaction.
Well, the decision was unanimous. The Atlanta Board of Education points to lower enrollment rates across the district and say the plan would save the district anywhere from $20 million to $25 million, and that money would go back into the remaining schools. However, parents at the meeting left feeling frustrated. They have a number of worries they feel aren't being addressed, including the emotional and educational toll on kids moving schools. Homeowners in these neighborhoods are worried about their property value, but the district says the school district is designed to serve 60,000 students, but currently only serves closer to 44,000. The schools being repurposed, they say, may become early learning centers or green spaces, but no saying now on how closing these schools will affect the remaining schools. And the district says affected families should expect to hear more in the coming weeks. Again, though, parents still feeling that this plan leaves some students behind.
No one here is denying that the schools need improvements. Yes, the buildings need renovation. Yes, our students need updated resources. But instead of talking about investing in our children, we're talking about removing them from a plan entirely.
The district says it'll start working on reassigning students and adjusting transportation as early as 2026. Again, Dunbar and the other 5 schools set to close in 2027. For now, reporting in Midtown, Mary Kate Hamilton, Atlanta News First.
There are a lot of concerns about this gathering happening here today and tomorrow. Public health experts worry that there could be changes made to the hepatitis B vaccination for newborns. This right here is what we know already about the schedule. Doctors usually give the vaccine at birth, but the panel could delay it weeks or even years. HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. handpicked those advisors after firing their predecessors. Kennedy claims money, not health, drives newborn hepatitis B vaccinations. Infectious disease experts say delaying the vaccine for even a few months will drive up infections and deaths from the disease.
We've seen tremendous reductions in childhood infections with hepatitis B, and this saves lives. Nothing has been shown that has any long-term consequences.
I think that the conclusion that we know that it is safe is perhaps premature.
So those advisors are meeting here today with CDC leaders, and tomorrow. We may not know the outcome until at least the end of the day tomorrow, possibly the weekend, possibly Monday. We're outside CDC headquarters here in Atlanta. Don Shipman, Atlanta News First.
Thank you, Don, for that report. All right, if you're still shopping for your Christmas tree, listen to this. AAA is sharing a warning before you bring one home. Now, according to AAA, nearly 1 in 5 Christmas tree buyers say their tree fell off their car while they were driving. You can imagine how dangerous that is. An improperly secured tree isn't just a danger to other people on the road, it can damage your vehicle, costing you hundreds of dollars. And nobody needs that right now when we're shopping for gifts and getting into the holiday spirit. AAA says surface scratch repairs can cost up to $150. Replacing rubber seals can cost more than $500, and scratches that require a repaint can cost more than $1,000. So be sure that your tree is secured. We cannot emphasize that enough. AAA saying plan ahead, bring strong ropes to tie your tree, an old blanket to lay it on, tug on the tree to make sure that it is steady for whatever roads you might find yourselves on, especially here in Atlanta. You can also ask the tree lot to wrap the tree in netting to reduce wind resistance. So a lot of good tips for you out there. As you are stepping outside today, we are tracking your weather, making sure we look after you. I want to bring in First Alert meteorologist Rodney Harris with your First Alert forecast.
First of all, just go to Target and get a tree. Why worry about putting the tree on the top of the car and all that stuff? Just go to Target, get your cheap.
It's part of the process of
Fair enough.
getting into the spirit.
I get into the cheap spirit. Thank you, Maria. We do have rain chances that are increasing really like through the entire weekend across metro Atlanta and North Georgia. What we'll do is we're going to start live over Midtown, where you can already kind of see it's cloudy outdoors right now. Those clouds will eventually produce some showers for us, primarily south of I-20. So what I want to do next is show you First Alert radar right now so you can get a better idea of what's happening. First Alert radar will show those showers that are, again, south of metro Atlanta, really south of I-20, and that's going to be the case throughout the course of the rest of your afternoon. It won't be heavy rain, so you don't have to worry about a ton of rain today, but if you are south of I-20, watch out for those scattered showers that will impact you. Our rain chances are going to increase on Friday and then again on Saturday, so a heads up there as well. We're stuck on this live camera, but we will get you to First Alert radar eventually. As we get into the later part of the evening, we'll have rain that'll be moving into northwest Georgia. Hello, everybody. We'll have rain that'll be moving into northwest Georgia. That's Ella's football forecast that she's preparing. Max 2. So showers up until about 4 o'clock this afternoon south of I-20, then dry for the rest of the afternoon and evening. Then we will have more rain that will be moving in as we head into tonight. This will be closer to like 9 or 10 o'clock tonight, and those showers will stay with us through Friday morning. So Friday is a first alert for scattered rain that will be out there as you're driving to work in the morning, and then by the time we get into Friday afternoon, it'll be dry again. So that's important. Even though Friday is a first alert, it's really just for your morning commute. After Friday morning, it'll be dry for Friday afternoon and evening. So if you have any plans Friday afternoon and evening, you'll be in good shape. And then Saturday, we have another first alert because rain will be moving back in from the south. So Saturday's interesting because we'll have a system that will be producing this rain more in central Georgia, and our models are kind of going back and forth on exactly how far north the rain will be. At times, it looks like we'll see rain in Atlanta, and then at times it looks like we won't. So we do have a first alert for Saturday, just so you know that rain will be possible in Atlanta on Saturday afternoon, particularly south of I-20. The SEC championship game is at 4 o'clock on Saturday, so we will be following that forecast for you carefully. If you are north of Atlanta on Saturday, we do believe that you will be mostly dry the entire day. But if you're south of I-20, watch out for rain, particularly on Saturday afternoon, and then that rain would eventually move out. All right, we got, I believe, Max 2 finally working. So there's a first alert radar. You can see those showers. Again, it's not much, but south of Atlanta right now for Thomaston, for those of you down toward Macon, that's where you are seeing the showers as we speak. Here's a look at this storm system. It's actually along the Gulf Coast. So that's where this area of low pressure is. That's why the heavier rain is further south, but some of that activity will make it up to us again through Saturday, so we'll certainly keep you up to date on that. I can tell you one cool part about the forecast. The end of your weekend is looking drier, so Sunday rather is looking dry, and Monday is looking dry as well, but there will be multiple waves of rain again today, for Friday and Saturday, so stay weather ready. First Alert meteorologist Ella Dorsey will have an update on your forecast at noon. Of course, you can always get that forecast in the First Alert weather app. Here is a look at First Alert radar. We hope you guys have an amazing Thursday. I will say before I let you go, we've been talking a lot about the rain. It will stay chilly, so the rain will be off and on, but highs are going to be in like the upper 40s, near 50 just about every day. So unfortunately, we won't get a break from the cooler temperatures. We'll keep you up to date on this forecast, and we'll see you soon.
Stay up to date on your latest weather from the largest team of meteorologists in the Southeast. Download the First Alert weather app for hour-by-hour forecasts and join us every weekday at 11:30 a.m. on ANF+. You can also text weather to the number on your screen, and we'll send a link directly to your cell phone.